Hello everybody, welcome back. Welcome back to Couples Resorts. Your two favorite chefs are here again. Tyrone, of course, here at Sanssouci, and myself, Stefan Spath, Tyrone Jackson, our executive chef here at Sanssouci. And we're really thrilled to be back today because it is our, I don't want to say our final cooking session, but it definitely is our final one during our lockdown, because we're so thrilled and so excited that a week from today we will be accepting our first guests, and we can't wait for all of you to come back, of course. Now, in order to celebrate with all of this, we thought we're going to do a real, we're going to go out with a bang. That's the right way to say it.
And not a bangarang.
So we're going to do a beef tenderloin, and we're going to do a blue cheese crusted beef tenderloin, which would be a classic, really classic example now of our fusion cuisine. So we're using a traditional beef tenderloin with blue cheese. We're going to pair it with a roasted plantain salsa, which is very Caribbean, of course. And we're going to do a warm breadfruit salad with that as well, which is going to be with mango. Thank you. Which is going to be great. So I think we'll get right in. Oh, before we start, I'm going to tell you the two things. Please, again, I'm going to remind you about two things. Our sales team has asked me to tell you that our sale has been extended again until July 17th. So if you haven't booked yet, please make sure that you go and book. And of course, the other thing is, and I'm going to remind you again at the end, is just before you travel, please make sure you check our website for the various protocols that are in place. Nothing to worry about, easy really, but we just want to make sure that you're prepared. And it's at couples.com/COVID-19. I'll remind you again about that.
COVID-19. COVID-19.
COVID-19. All right, there we go. Thank you, Michelle. All right, Tyrone, without any further ado,
Okay, thank you very much. Let's do this. All right, so first I'll be putting our beef on the grill. The beef that we choose to use is a tenderloin. As Chef said earlier, that you can relate to tenderloin because it's in most of our fine diner gourmet restaurants. All right, you could use strip loin, the beef of your choice, but I choose to use tenderloin, which is the high end. On this tenderloin, I've marinated it half an hour prior to start. What I have on it is some local pimento, some crushed black pepper, if you can see the grains there, some nice olive oil, and salt and pepper, of course. So for now, I want to grease my grill. So I want to use a little bit of grease paper here. You could use half an onion or half a garlic to grease your drum. Of course, that would give it a little bit of flavor. So I'm just gonna oil it a few minutes to prevent sticking, all right? Now you're gonna see some flames. Don't worry about it. It won't burn you through the camera. So I'm just gonna throw it on. So, look at this. Wow. You see the smoke? It's no joke. All right. Then put another piece on, and I want some nice grill mark. But the grill extensively hot, very hot, mucho caliente. Take it away. Now, chef, we gotta start working on the
salsa, exactly. Yes. And for the salsa, of course, we're using our plantain. Now, plantain, as most of you know, is a type of banana, but it's used for cooking mostly. This is, when it looks like this, is the perfect ripeness, because you don't want it to be just yellow, because then it will be too green. And the green plantain, of course, we use as well. We make tostones, for example, but that's a whole different story, a green banana porridge. But today we're using the ripe plantain. So we want to peel the plantain, and that's fairly simple, of course. So we're going to take the peel, we're going to take it off, and then we're going to slice it. We're going to actually cut it in half. And then we're going to slice it in some thick slices. We're going to slice it lengthwise today, because what we're going to do is we're going to fry it so you get that nice flavor. And then we're going to cut it up and turn it into a salsa. So this now goes into my bowl here, and we're going straight on the grill, on the char grill. But what we have on the char grill really is we have a frying pan on there, because you wouldn't want to put it on the grill because it would stick really. So we're going to put it right there into some hot oil, and we're actually using olive oil for frying for this today, because olive oil would go in the salsa as well. So we're kind of catching two birds with one stone there. All right, so I'm going to give this a second. And while this is frying here now, we can start already put our other ingredients together. You come back over here with me. So for the other ingredients now, we're going to use some roasted peppers. There's some green peppers that we have just roasted and diced up, just nice small dice. We also have some red peppers. And as you know, our recipes will be posted online. So don't worry, the quantities will all be there. There's going to be some scallion or green onion, as I've been told during this year. I've learned something too in this time now, so you call it green onion. We're using a spoonful of cilantro, freshly chopped cilantro. And we're going to watch our plantain over there. Tyrone, are you keeping an eye as well? What you want is a nice golden brown color. That's what you want, a nice caramelized color. So we have all these things in here. We can add right away also a little bit of honey, because you want a little bit of sweetness in there with the salsa, just to offset that sour, the sour and the spice. The sour is the lime juice. We had some freshly squeezed lime juice here. Put about 2 tablespoons in here. A splash of hot pepper sauce, because I really do like a little bit of hot pepper sauce. You could also use some fresh Scotch bonnet peppers, of course. And we're going to add a little bit, as I was telling you before, just a spoonful of olive oil. Now we're going to toss that up. And see, it's got a lovely color as well with the red peppers, so do try and get the red peppers there. Another thing that would be nice in there would be some red onion. If you have red onion, just dice some red onion. That could work as well, but you know, with the scallion, green onion, it works. We're going to add a little bit of salt in here right away, and also a little bit of pepper, ground pepper. And then let's check back our plantain over here. See, you're getting a nice brown, nice fried caramelization going on there with the sugar of the plantain. And Tyrone is doing his beef there, looking good. Alright, so this is going to be a couple more minutes, and then what we have here, some of you might know. Tyrone, what are you doing? What we have here is a breadfruit, a Jamaican roast breadfruit. Now Tyrone is going to show you how we're going to peel that, but the breadfruit, of course, is one of the staples in Jamaica. I love it. It's really like, it's a very starchy fruit, vegetable. It grows on a tree, lovely tree as well, beautiful leaves. And in order to cook the breadfruit, you basically take the whole thing, and we put the breadfruit about an hour ago. We put it right onto the coal. It goes right on the char, right onto the char. Yeah, right on the char coals. Yes. And then you keep turning it. So what happens is the outside will burn, but because the skin is so thick and so tough, it will actually cook on the inside beautifully. Actually steam on the inside, and what you get is that incredible char flavor. And Tyrone, I think you want to start with this because I'm going to finish these.
Why not? All right. So, as Chef had elaborated about the breadfruit, I just want to give you a little bit of history, a rundown on this breadfruit, all right? So I'm going to peel it over here. But the breadfruit was brought to Jamaica in the 17th century by Captain's Blight, all right? And breadfruit was originally, or still originally, native of the island of Tahiti, all right? So you see where we get our French influence from. So breadfruit is the first plant was grown in the parish of St. Thomas, and it is so unique that breadfruit can do so much things. The way you cook it, you can fry it, you can boil it, you can roast it, you can use it in a salad, as we'll be doing this morning, and also it can make flour. So for those of you who have dietary needs, you know couples cater for our guests with dietary needs, breadfruit flour is an option for you. So I suggest you run to the supermarket very speedily and see if you can get some breadfruit flour. All right, so
of course the breadfruit while you're on
yes.
there is gluten-free, right?
Of course.
So it's a great thing for our gluten-free guests, of course.
Definitely. Thanks, Chef. So here is what it looks like when it's peeled. Dark on the outside, white on the inside. Look at it. And you have two types of breadfruit. Not two types, various types, but what we love most is the yellow heart. It rolls easily and it cannot chill, as opposed to the others. You also have cassava breadfruit. And I'm gonna charge you for that breadfruit lesson, but don't worry about it, just kidding. All right.
So you've done your research, Tyrone, today. Somebody's prepared today.
All right, Tyrone, I have Donna asking if you rub the breadfruit with oil.
No.
Okay.
No. Traditionally, we would roast it on wood fire back home. Like you get some woods, put them together, light it up, and put all 6 or 7 or 8 breadfruit in it and allow them to roast. All right, so I'm gonna slice the heart out for a better. Nobody wants to eat this part. This part is no good. Throw it over there. In the interim, I'm gonna rush back and look at my beef on the grill.
And then exactly, and then while Tyrone is doing this, I have the plantain here. So we're chopping up the plantain, nice and small, about the same size as what you have as the size of the salsa, really, of the other ingredients, to make sure that it's kind of uniform. So we're chopping it all up, and then it goes into the bowl, and then our salsa is ready already. And then we have Tyrone doing the salad.
Yes.
Things are happening. Of course, the beef dish is also something that we would serve. This is a classic example also for our repeat guest dinner.
Yes.
As some of you know, or those of you that come back, keep coming back, we do repeat guest dinner once every week at the different resorts. And usually a beef tenderloin. Often we actually pair it with lobster. But
Yes.
lobster season is closed right now, but guess what? It's gonna be open on July 1st, so it works out perfectly. So we will have lobster for you, of course, when you're coming back. Tyrone?
All right, just getting my gloves on so that I can start cutting our breadfruit so I can fry it. All right. So remember, I said you can roast it, you can boil it. Now we're gonna fry it. It's versatile.
Exactly, and then this is what the salsa kind of looks like there now. You can just take
Look
a
at
look
the
now.
color.
See, it looks lovely,
nice.
really.
And those peppers are raw, chef, give you a more additional flavor.
Yes, flavor, absolutely, yes. No, it's going to be bursting with flavor. Someone have a little taste there.
So we slice it up like this. And then I'm gonna put it in our pot over there.
Same frying pan.
Get it fried. Some persons will sprinkle a little salt on it when frying, but because we're gonna add salt to the mix, then don't worry about that part. So put it right. Wow! It does happen. But when you're a scale, you're a scale. Alright, look at that. Wobbling up. Some Jamaicans would be dying right now to have some ackee and saltfish with this. But guess what? We're versatility. Don't worry about the ackee and saltfish. We'll get that at some other time.
And then next week we'll have that again, Tyrone.
Oh yeah.
Wednesday, I keep telling everybody, Wednesday is our ackee and saltfish day, and Sunday
Yes,
actually.
and Sunday.
All right, salsa looks like this. I've just tasted it. I added a little bit more of everything because you want it to be really nice and tangy. You want to have enough because remember, this is really your sauce. This is your seasoning. So you want to make sure that it is really, really flavorful. And this is pretty good. So we're going to keep that aside. It doesn't need to go in the refrigerator because you want it to be warm actually, because remember it goes over your hot steak, of course. All right.
All right.
How's the steak?
Okay, steaks are good. I cook them at
Oh, cool. Let me do something here now.
All right, so in the interim, I'm gonna prepare the breadfruit and mango salad. All right, while our breadfruit are being fried, then I'm gonna go ahead and toss all the other ingredients. Then I'll put the breadfruit in. All right, so look at this mango. You're coming back to Couples the right time when it's mango time. And guess what? We have so much variety of mango. They're so sweet. Oh, you're missing out. All right. Now a little history on the mango. You know, mango was brought in the 17th century again. However, it's from the southern part of Asia. And funny story about it is that ship was going to. Oh my. All right. Yes. Pennsylvania. Chef.
Tyrone, I
This
think
ship was
move on. Let's put the salad together.
So it was going to Hispaniola, yes. So it was going to Hispaniola and was intercepted by Rodney, the pirate, all right? And that's how it ended up in the island of Jamaica. So we have so much variety. So I'm gonna go ahead now. You gotta pay him for that history list, all right? So my mangoes in.
All right.
Lots of mango. Don't worry about the amount. It's a lot of mango. It's in season. We use it up, all right? And you'll be dying to get here to have some of this. Then I'm gonna throw some scallion in. What's nicer than scallion? Flavor up that nice salad. Some sweet peppers. Grow it in your backyard, fresh, and some green beans. Green vegetables. Chef will of course look at those. Breadfruit for me. Then I'll put a little red pepper in for color. A little bit of yellow, not much. Mango is already yellow, so I won't use a lot of that. Want to add a little bit of mustard. Woo! A little bit of mustard. And the good old olive oil. Alright? Little olive oil. I'm gonna mix all these up. And a little bit of orange juice just to give us a balance because we're gonna add some lime juice as well. Alright,
Now, if guests, of course, don't want to make their own, if guests don't want to make the dressing in there, you could use your ready-made dressing as well. But of course, we make all our dressings ourselves. It does
That's
taste
right.
a lot better. But if you are quick or if you're in a rush, just use your favorite vinaigrette, mostly a vinaigrette. Don't want to use a mayonnaise-based dressing, but really something with a vinaigrette is really nice.
That's right. Excellent. And to complement this dish, the balance between the breadfruit and the mango, lovely combination. And a little balsamic in as well. And guess what? I have some nice fresh herbs, fresh basil, straight from the Couples Sanssouci garden. So, the fresher the better, I always say. Chef would agree.
Yeah,
Always good to get it fresh. Yes, that's right.
Now for the beef, while Tyrone was doing this, I have used some blue cheese. You can use your favorite blue cheese there. You know, I like a Gorgonzola, which is really nice and creamy, or a Roquefort, or a Stilton, or you know, any other local. I know you make some great cheeses. We have a lot of guests from the United States. They make some lovely cheeses. All the cheeses I mentioned are European cheeses, but you have some lovely blue cheeses as well in the States. So just pick your favorite blue cheese, and you're putting it on there. And now, if we were in our kitchen, this would actually go back in the oven now, a very hot oven, or into your overhead broiler for maybe another minute or two. Of course, you want to see depending on how you want your steak cooked. If you want it medium rare, you only need a couple of minutes. If you want it well done, it'll take a bit longer. But because we're outdoors now, I'm just going to put it back on the grill just to heat it through a little bit. But when you do it actually in your at home with a strong heat, you're going to get a nice grilled kind of caramelization going with the cheese, and that's kind of quite nice. But this will work for us here now.
All right, so I'm finishing up my salad. Only the breadfruit to add while they're frying nice and yellow. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt and pepper. A little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt. Pour it right in. Now I've already added some basil. Look at the color contrast. See green, you see red. Wow.
I think we'll take them out.
All right.
I think this will do now.
Yes, so the breadfruit getting crisp and then nice, and the color changes a bit to more
Yep,
of the
you want
yellow.
a nice golden kind of
Yes.
brown. All right, this goes in here. Now, if it wasn't olive oil, I would put this on a paper towel and I would drain it on the paper towel. But because we have the good oil, we have the olive oil, we're fine with that. Tyrone, you want to close the lid for me a little bit because so that the cheese melts a little bit too. All right, the breadfruit now. We're going to just same thing. We're going to dice it up, and again, when you make a salad, now see the salsa was really small.
Yes.
The salad is a little bit bigger, so we're going to dice this one a little bit bigger as well. You want to try and always do it uniform so that
That's
everything
right.
kind of gets the same kind of size there. So you have one size, so it looks professional, it looks good. All right, adjust these over. See, they're nice and crunchy there now. They're going to be so good. And because they're warm now, really hot actually, it's going to be perfect because we're going to serve it right away. All right, this goes into our salad. And of course you can get creative with your ingredients. You could put cherry tomatoes in there as well. If you have broccoli, it would be nice, actually something green, but always try and do a real nice and colorful dish. Alright, so you have these warm fried breadfruit in there now, and that salad, so really nice, really colorful here. Alright, and I think we're ready to serve. Tyrone, have you tried it? Have you tasted that?
Not yet.
Okay. Good. Perfect.
Nice balance of
Acidity, really good, really nice. And then really, I know the breadfruit is fried really, but we did use olive oil. It's really quite a healthy dish really. So, you know, it's fresh, it's light, it's really healthy. So let's start plating it now. We have our plates here from our gourmet restaurant. Some of you might recognize them, our teardrop shaped plates here. So we're going to put some salad right in the middle here. See the lovely colors, very summery. Lovely dish for the summer really. And when you do your barbecues at home is also something you could prepare that from before and then put your, you know, even if you do grilled, well we have steaks here now, but
Yes.
fish would be good with that too.
That's right.
Even sausages or something, really good, you know. Right, so that goes on here. How the steaks, can they go on? Yes.
Yes, steaks ready. Okay, this one is juicy. Voila!
All right, look at that blue cheese on there now with that lovely steak. And again, the combination, because think about the blue cheese, which is slightly salty and full of flavor, and then you got that sweetness from the sauce. And then we put our salsa now right on top there. And then, oh, Tyrone, you're going to do these quickly?
Yes, for garnish, we're going to do a little bit of pak choy leaf. Just stir it on it.
So what we're doing is with the pak choy leaf, similar to the scallion sometimes as well, we just toss in a little bit of vinaigrette and just throw it right on the grill, just to kind of cook it slightly. Right, the salsa goes on there. And then what we have.
Sauce. Ladle is that too. Michelle, captain.
Char marks. They want to get a little bit of char marks on there. All right, we're going to use a little bit. We actually have a little bit of beef sauce there. You don't really need it because you could just serve it like that. But you know, we have a little bit of beef sauce, a little bit of red wine sauce. And we're going to put that around. See, just put that a little bit around here.
Voila.
Finish everything. You don't need a lot. Less is more. Just like that. And then so while we wait for this, going to be just 2 more minutes. Remember, when you get ready to travel, I'm going to remind you one more time as I promised you. Check our website please for updates. We will update you regularly. As soon as we have something new, of course, we're going to let you know. How do you go, Michelle? couples.com/COVID-19.
Dash 19. Yes.
So check it out. If you just go to our website, you'll see the various posts there. And then, of course, if you haven't booked your vacation yet, we want you to come back. We can't wait for you to come back. So go online. Our sale has been extended to July 17th. There's some great deals out there. And honestly, I think it's time to come to Jamaica. All right, so you see this is now just a little bit charred here. Just taking the edge off there. And just keep this rustic. Put it right on top here. Something just really fresh. And it really finished the dish quite nicely there. Put one more. Just like that. All right, and then there you have it. Turn it around, right there. Looks like lunch is served.
Oh, yes.
Actually, dinner that would be really. All right. Well, sad to say, this is our last. As I said, this is our last session, but it's not really our last because we will be doing because I know a lot of you have asked about that too. It's our last one during our lockdown, but we will be doing these from time to time. But next week, Wednesday, of course, our big opening day. So all hands on deck. Actually, most of our staff have already returned. They're getting the results really ready for you. And things are looking really, really lovely again. Starting to look like normal again. And then we're going to do it from time to time. But we'll let you know. Tyrone, thank you so much. Great job, everybody.
Thank you for viewing.
Here's your dish again. Thank you so much. We
I'm
look
out.
forward to we look forward to seeing you next week. All right, everybody. Bye from Couples. Bye. See you next week. Bye.
Right. A wheel up.